Hey everyone, welcome in. It's day 77 of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Free-to-play journey where we don't follow anybody's guide because we like to do our own thing. And we're going to hold the line on that. How's your day? Hope everything's doing good. Today is the 11th, as you can see, of July. As I'm recording, it's probably about at least a few days later when you're seeing this. So we got news today. I'm sure by the time you're seeing this, it will be old news. But to me, it's new news, and that is the news that they released Princess Kinesa's kit today. And I watched Arnold and I watched AP Gaines, and both were not impressed, and that's fine. Did you really have to comment on the kit? I mean, AP Gaines just basically said, she's a requirement, so do what you will, but nobody's going to use her for anything, so it's just a Mac character. Arnold was a little bit more optimistic. And I don't understand the need to do this. It's like I was talking about the other day with Nooch. Just because somebody doing something different, or they want to play the game differently, why do you have to crap on that? I don't know. And that's isn't that the argument against going for Rey, Galactic Regional A? Rey is none of the requirements for Rey are any good, so why do Rey? Up until Zord Bliss came out. And now at least, the Rey thing, people are like, oh, you can put Malicos with Rey, and it'll make Rey better. And it's like, well duh. Well, I'm just a big fan of it's just a game, bro. It's just a game. It's just a game. And I also saw the trailer for Ahsoka. Are you like me? Do you kind of feel like Ahsoka really needs to be really good? Because I'm in the camp. Because I tend to think it's like okay, if Ahsoka's not good, then how does that work out? Because they're building this whole Thrawn trilogy, to the Thrawn movie, and so Ahsoka has to be good. Now, do I believe that's going to be good? Yes, as long as Dave Filoni is running the show, and honestly, I don't know if he is or not. But it is his character, so I would be very surprised if he's not. But I absolutely believe that Ahsoka is going to be, it's like the whole Star Wars franchise. They go from dud to Jim just to give people a nugget of hope to hold on to the next crap fest until we get to the next gem. You'd be like, what are you talking about, bro? Well, we started the whole Disney Plus thing started with Mando season 1, and it was great, and it kind of had to be. And the next thing we had was season 2. Well, then we got this. Well, then we got Anakin. Well, then we got Obi-Wan, which was not great. And we got Book of Boba Fett, which was not great. And then we got Andor, which was great. And then we got Mando Season 3, that wasn't great. And now we're going to go, and hopefully Ahsoka will be a Mac to great, because none of the movies have been great. Whether we're talking about The Force Awakens, or The Last Jedi, or Rise of Skywalker, none of those were, they were thought to be worse than the prequels, which back in the day nobody thought anything could be worse than the prequels, but because they were anti-prequel, they ended up being anti-Star Wars, and a lot of that has to do with George Lucas. But that's the thing about Ahsoka, right? Is Dave Filoni worked with George Lucas to develop Ahsoka, and so Ahsoka kind of has to be good. I mean, for the franchise, for the good of the franchise. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've not watched all of the Clone Wars. I've not finished watching all of the Clone Wars. I watched an episode here. I watched an episode here or there, but I've got so much going on outside of doing this. I have to do this a few times a day. I did the whole stuff for the other game, which I'm happy. I'm not happy about the way they're introducing their new character, but the fact that she is that they've already put in her kit that they're going to bring in another one of her associates is really good. For those of you who don't know, I'm talking about Elizabeth Swann and Will Turner. But I mean, if Ahsoka's not good, right? If Ahsoka is really bad, and apologies for that. If Ahsoka is bad, which I really hope it's not. I really have. I mean, it's like, because if they ruin Ahsoka is so loved and it's so thought highly of. Is there any way to come back from that? Ahsoka has got to be a bottom of the ninth walk off. It's gotta be. Maybe that's not the right illustration. But if it's not high impact and it's not highly thought of, it's got to be, it's going to be hard to come back from. Especially with the stuff that they're coming out with about the Acolyte, and I just saw, I didn't know much about these High Republic novels, and so I picked up on, and then I watched the video, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense about the High Republic, the whole High Republic arc, which I have Light of the Jedi right over there. It's fine, guess. Hey, look, we get snips. What are the odds that we're talking about, or we end up getting some snip shards? I don't know. Definitely did not plan that. Other than that, we are just working our way through everything. It was at Barris. What are the odds that we're getting? Then we get Snips and then Barris Offie right after that. If you know what I'm getting at there. Other than that, I feel like Princess Kanisa actually gets me actually wanting to level the murder bears, and I would love it. I would love it if all these people who are talking crap about Princess Nisa, if she just ended up coming out and kneecapping what everybody's saying about her and the Ewoks and everything. That would just be totally. I would be here for it. But we're not there yet, so maybe we will get there. Oh, hey, Sunfac. Yay, Sunfac. I don't see those guys a whole lot. So where we are, I do think I did get some. Did I get some? Maybe this is another account that I got gear for Dark Trooper. But at least we get more shards of the characters we need. It's going to be about another 2 days before we finish Range Trooper. That'll be really good. It's going to be about, at least we got some Range Trooper shards, unlike we did yesterday. We actually got shards. I didn't even do Dark Trooper because I totally forgot. I just saw General Veers, and I'm like, oh, we must not need Dark Trooper. Still need Dark Trooper. So let's see if we can get... Come on, Dark Trooper. Come on. 2. Come on. Come on. Alright, so we're going to do a refresh for Dark Trooper. That's okay. We got a little shards. We don't have a ton. We've got a couple. We got a few. Come on. That's good. We got the Sir 4. Come on, baby. Oh, sweet. Alright, so we need 13 more. So that's going to be 4 days. So it's going to be daily. So in the next 4 days, we're going to finish. Hopefully, we're going to finish both Dark Trooper and Range Trooper. And then as I've said before, what I said before is we're switching back to a light side team after that. So after that, we can just take a look at. Do I have the team up? I don't. Did I do this? Yeah, there we are. Look at it. There's the CLS requirements. That's where we stand right now. It's going to take a while for Ben. It's just going to take a while for Ben. So, obviously, Princess Leia is arguably farmable from Zori Bliss. I'm going to try to get some shards there. But if not, what are we going to do? What are we going to do after that? What are we going to do while we're waiting on old Ben? While we're waiting on old Ben. Because as soon as this team is done, we can go get R2. We can go finish R2. So as soon as... So Veers, we will finish Veers. General Piet, Admiral Piet. And then after Admiral Piet is done, we will go finish R2. And we'll go get him, and then we'll gear this up, and we'll go get CLS. That's the plan. But that leaves what team are we gonna farm as these nodes open up? And I've talked about bounty hunters. I've also talked, if we get this team, then do we do this team? Do we use our resources to do that team? Do we do the 3PO requirements with the murder bears here? Do we do the Iden team here? I don't know. But what was I thinking? I just had something I was thinking about. But I think the answer has got to be even if we do that, I don't think murder bears are going to be the right answer for us. And I've already told you that as soon as we finish Old Ben, we're going to finish up the Geos and get them going. So what does that mean? Well, what does that mean? That means, well, I don't have it open yet because I don't even know that I can't. Am I high enough to open it? I don't think I am high enough to open it. No. I need to be 85 before I can open it, so I can't open it yet. So it's gonna be a minute, but in lieu of that, I guess we gotta start somewhere with what we have open, and that is quite frankly not much because my light team is so weak. Of course, we're gonna keep farming the IG-2000, and we'll see what happens with that. Don't know what's gonna happen with it, but we'll just be okay with where we are for now. Anyway, I don't know that there's anything to talk about other than that. Not a whole lot going on. Didn't get any gear for anybody. I mean, we can slap some pieces on random people. Oh, I didn't do hold on. We gotta do challenge. We gotta do the challenge thing. No, we did do it. I was like, did we do it? Yeah, we did. Alright, so real quick, I want to check this real quick. Can do that offline, off video. Did hit 78, in case you were wondering. I told you we would. We did. Did end up getting 78. Do we have enough to... We have more than enough to promote these two. Well, Ben, 5 stars. Gotta start. We're gonna wait until we have more money to be able to, before we start doing mods and all those hijinks. So we're in good position, guys. We're in good position with all of these. You know, they're all level 50. And we're probably, we don't have to talk about anything else right now. About where these characters are going to end up, you know, what level. But just stay tuned, because it's going to be fun. But for today, I'm super hyped about we're going to be done with Dark Trooper and Range Trooper, and we're going to be able to shift our resources somewhere else soon. And that's really going to open up, of course, farming. And we're not, you know, I've told you, once we're done with these troopers, we're not going to do the where I'm going for 4. We're just doing the five battles every night, and then moving on from there, because I need to start saving gems. And then once I have a supply of gems saved up after that, then we'll come back and do gem refreshes on the nodes. But until that happens, it is what it is. Anyway, this has been day 77. Be here tomorrow for day 78. Until then, hold the line. I'll see you then. Bye.